Well, here we are. Penultimate time ahead of the semi-finals. After this, there's one more match day to go, and the World Cup fantasy game is going to be over. Wow. Semi-finals, eh? France and Spain today, England, Argentina tomorrow. Don't know about you, but what I do with my team, no idea. No idea at the moment. I've made a couple of videos, matured my thoughts as we've gone along. I have my doubts now as to whether the team I had in my last video is worth going for. Bloody hard. Bloody hard. Here's how we're looking at the moment. I see we've got Joe in the chat. His clean sheet odds projected goals are going to be popping up on screen. Looks like we've got a new member as well. Miss Shaka. Miss Shaka. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Think France and England win. Fair enough, user. Jamie Brown. Yes. Yes, it is hard. Yep, deadline will be at 8. I'll be honest. I thought it worked quite well, to be honest, that I streamed until the lineups came out for the last game. So I think for this stream, I will stream until we get the lineups and I decide what to do with my team. Because ultimately, when you get your lineups and you made the transfers, not much left to talk about. So I think that's what we'll be doing. Hopefully, providing you a good service and good bit of advice in the meantime. Of course, if you haven't already, first of all, I'd really appreciate if you could leave a like rating on the stream if you haven't already. Second of all, please do subscribe to the Golden Goal channel. I'd really appreciate that. I don't think we're quite going to hit the 30,000 subscriber target, but subscribers have already exceeded my wildest expectations this tournament. But if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the Golden Goal channel. I'd really appreciate that. Best defender to buy if budget doesn't matter. This might sound controversial. I think it could be Nico O'Reilly this week. Clean sheet odds are about to flash up after the fixtures. England are supposedly the best team for a clean sheet. Who is the best England defender, like realistically? Who is the one that's probably most likely to score a goal? For me, it is Nico O'Reilly. So I'd have to say him, I think. Yeah. What do you think of people keeping the Spanish assets? It's not bad. I think you could. Barcola starts, does he? Well, let's see if we've got the keeps predicted lineup, shall we? L'équipe. There we go. Didier Deschamps has made his decision. He will start Barcola on the left side against Spain. There you go. Channel, I've literally just answered the question of who the best defender in the game is after you type that. So stop spamming the chat, please. Yeah, absolutely. All out on attacking threat. I agree. So I'm happy with Cucurella. I'm happy with Martinez. I think we're going to go. So this is what I'm currently thinking in terms of transfers, right? Get rid of these 4 and this 5. So that would be the 5 I get rid of. In comes Pickford. I've forgotten his name. Whoever the bloody French goalkeeper is who's dirt cheap. Rissa, that's it. Nico O'Reilly. Dembele. And then who... So that's kind of where I'm at, bringing those players in, right? Pickford, O'Reilly, Dembele. And then who's the other one? Who's the other guy that I pick? Because if Barclay's starting, he's more than Doué. I was kind of hoping Doué would start so you could bring him in, but he doesn't. So who do you start? Or do I get rid of Yamal? Do I actually get rid of Lamine Yamal? Do I do that? And do I buy Marino, who's going to play 5 minutes and probably score? Mikel Marino could be... God, that would be the ultimate fuck it button pick, wouldn't it? I just swore, but that's what it is. No French defence. No, I probably should have some French defence, really, shouldn't I? Or do I just keep with Baina? Like, is Baina the worst player in the world to have in my team? Maybe we go for Luca Dean. If I keep with Baina and just get Luca Dean. What about that? I guess, having Luca Dean just gives me another string. I'll have a look on Baina. I think if he starts, it's actually quite difficult to get rid of him. Because I know he's not going to play that many minutes. He's only 6 million. Well, Meerkat's got him at about 60% to start. My honest opinion is that Baina probably plays 50, 60 minutes. And then Nico Williams comes on for the final 30. I mean, what do you think? Marino's a lock if he starts. Do we do Marino in for Baina for a hit? Marino. Yeah, probably is, isn't he? Do I take a -3 to do Mayika to Luca Dean? Or do I just keep Mayika? I guess actually, no, screw that. I don't need to make the Pickford move, do I? We just keep Martinez in there and then get Luca Dean in. There we go. What about that? Thing is, for me though, for Spain, I wonder whether starting Marino is a good idea. I was saying this to my flatmate after watching the game. Do you think Marino has kind of accepted his role as the player to come off the bench and impact a game, as opposed to the player to start? For me, I think he's best placed to come off the bench, and it's just a case of game state, just how early he comes on. But for me, that's what I think Marino's role is. I think he'll be happy with that as well. 10 minutes of just absolute bloody chaos for him to score. The difference for me, Ryan, for the max captain, the difference between the two rounds is that third, fourth place playoff and the uncertainty in that. That's kind of where my head's at. Medina, not sure about him. Good to see you, Abby. It is good to see you. We're talking about Marino at the moment. What do you reckon? Oh, but I'll just put in the Discord that I'm live if anyone wants to come chat as well. I'm going to stream until the Spain-France lineups come out, I think. Hi, mate. How are you? Freeze, Cucurella, Porro, Baina, and Saliba to Rissa, Tagliafico, Molina, Gordon. Yeah, I'm not massive on McAllister. I think you should go for Mikel Merino instead. Mikel Merino or Baina if he plays. I think both of them are still better than McAllister, the more I think about it. I took out Hakimi, Cucurella, Baina, or Yazabal. And Freeze. In Upamecano. Not sure I'd have bought Upamecano. I don't mind Dean. McAllister, Kane, and I'm not a big fan of McAllister, but because you've already made your 5 transfers, I wouldn't recommend one. England-France final. I'm inclined to agree. If Baina doesn't start, yeah, I agree. It's hard to sell. I guess the question is, who is better, a Baina that starts or a Marino that comes off the bench, That's kind of my decision. I'm going Saka and Nico Williams, yeah. Well, all eyes on that, really, I think, isn't it? It's all eyes on that. I'd definitely go without Yamal over go without Messi. Like all of Argentina's goals pretty much stem through Messi. I think you definitely need to have Messi. I think you definitely need to have Messi. Or do I go for an England defender instead of Luca Dean? Have a look at Fran's cheat sheets. You see that? How do we get it to? How do we get it bigger? Boom, 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 boom. There we go. There's the mids. So McAllister's top of his price point, which is interesting. So I'm just going to move my mic so I can sit comfortably. So McAllister's top of his price point. Then you got Marino, Ruiz, Baena. Baena's crap. Only 0.3 according to that. Gordon, I've already got him. I'm also elite. You probably got to have Elise, haven't you, as well? Nico O'Reilly, best of the cheap defenders. Then it's Martinez. I've got two of them. Kubasi ahead of Cucurella. Fair enough. Sorry, Tom. Sorry about the ads. I think Stones definitely starts. I think Reece James probably starts on the right back for England. Sorry about the ads, Tom. Without clean, yeah, but what you're gonna? Which defense are you gonna pick then? I don't think there's much in it at all. Get to stacking. What do you think about Reece James? Could be good, you know. How much is Reece James? 5.2. Oh, I just miss out on him. But if we stick with Baena, that means I've got double England, double Argentina, double Spain defense. I mean, what else do I do with that team? Maybe I get rid of Kubasi. Concert's going to play, isn't he? What about if I... you're looking at James, yeah. How can I save myself a bit more money? We do Pickford in. No, I still can't quite do it. Who's locked in? Well, I'm going to take out all the players that I don't think are locked in. How about that? So that's kind of where we're at. We need to fill those spots. Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you on Baena. I think him starting is huge for my team as well. I think the max captain's best used in the finals is my gut feel. Is it worth using a trap? I'm so lost on what to do with this team. Is it worth doing Lamine Yamal to Dembele? Because that's another move I've been looking at, and I'm not sure as to whether it's worth it. I'm not sure. Is that even worth using a transfer? Should we just keep Lamine Yamal? Take the risk. Let me go. Reese, Nico, Pickers, and then we keep Mayuka in. Oh, I don't have enough. 7.4 million. I would go Dembele over email. Yeah, but France, where do the goals mainly come from for France, though? This is my thinking. Like, Mbappe is the one to have for France. Yamal is the one to have from Spain. Is it worth Yamal to... Yeah. I agree on the France-Spain game being fairly low scoring. Elise pass to Dembele, then boom, goal. Tough. Of course, I could bring in... I've already maxed out on England players. I could bring in Luca Dean for... Just to see, I mean... Get Luca Dean in there. That could be what I do if Baena starts. Yeah, but calling Lamine Yamal trash, I don't think you can say that. Look what he did against France in the Euros to beat them. I think you calling Lamine Yamal trash is very, very harsh, in my opinion. Very, very harsh. Sorry, that was a big yawn there. Walking down your street again, past your door. Guess you don't live there anymore. Shit, since you were there. So I'm just checking Twitter to see if there's been any more news. No, nothing. Could be a rematch of the Euros. It could be. I think Spain are the perfect team to beat France the way they play. They'll keep possession. They'll make it really hard for France. Rodri's having a fantastic tournament as well. Tom's done a team review. I guess we can do some team reviews, can't we? I've said in the chat that I'm live. If anyone wants to post in my stream chat, we can look at their teams. We've got Nesh and Tom. Let's get them going. So, by the way, to get your team reviewed, you can join the FPL Cartel. I just made this fit the screen. I've already used my clean sheet shield, mate. Used that in the bloody round of 16, didn't I? That didn't work out. By the way, if you want to get your team reviewed, I'm just about to post a link in the chat. You can use it to join the FPL Cartel, which is in the Cartel, you find the GGFF stream chat and you post your team. This is Nesh's team. Freeze to Rissa, Martinez to Pickford, Martinez to... I don't think I'd get rid of Lissandro Martinez. I think he's probably the one I'd keep. I'd probably keep Lissandro Martinez. Rest of the transfers are great, though. England stack. I like it. Kante, eh? Interesting. You're just going dead spot. Full on dead spot. You got Yamal and Dembele. Fair, fair. I like it, Tom. I think this is probably what I should do with my team in reality. Something like this. If Baina starts, of course. Fingers crossed he does. Fingers crossed. I'd probably use the clean sheet shield this week. Just because I think there'll be less goals than during the next stage. I'd probably use the clean sheet shield this week. I like Nico O'Reilly, Jesse. I don't think there is a best team. I just think it's the clean sheet shield week. Yeah, boom or bust. I agree. You're right. Don't you think you're being biased towards England? Well, look at all the projections to the right of me. England are ahead of Argentina for clean sheet odds and projected goals. They're predicted to win the game. The only player I desperately want from Argentina is Messi. Like, name me another Argentinian player that's a must pick in this game. Yeah, Marino could come in, but then I'd have to take a hit. And then you're weighing up. Should you... Is Baena starting? Does that make him a better option than Marino? Fabian Ruiz could be decent, yeah. He's got a good record for Spain. He could be good. What's his price? 6.8. He's not bad. He's not bad. I don't think Argentina have kept a clean sheet, have they? Oh, no, they kept... Yeah, they have. They've kept 2. Kept one against Algeria and then one against Austria in the groups. They did. No one taking a punt on Elise out. I could do, but who would you take him out for? Yeah, I don't. Also, I'm not 100% sure Olmo will play this game. I think Spain could start Pedri. I think Spain could start Pedri, Ruiz, and Rodri in the midfield today. Ba, 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 ba. No, not seeing anything on Spain. Anyone seen a leaked Spain team? Alvarez instead of Kane. No. Reece James, I think, will start. I think I agree on Ruiz. Plan to bring in Olmo. I guess we'll see the team, right? It doesn't really matter. We'll see the team. 5 free transfers, 0.1. Well, I think you sell Hakimi, Sanchez, Dest. That's it. Baena could become Marino, but I think Molina, Hakimi. Oh, sorry, Hakimi, Sanchez, and Dest. I just get England defenders, and Crepo can become Rissa, and I'd get the England defenders that I've got. Sweaty day to be indoors, indeed. We'll see how long we go. I reckon, to be honest with you, the key information for this deadline stream is when we get the lineups for the Spain-France game. So I'm just going to be live until we get them. I'm going to see the lineups and then decide what to do with my team. And then I'll probably end the stream because I've done everything, you know? There'll be plenty of other people live then. It's definitely not too early for a leaked team, mate. The France team has been leaked already. Baina. People are suggesting that Olmo could play on the left wing instead of Baena. So Fabian Ruiz and Pedri both start, and they push Olmo to the left. I wonder. Just looking. Spain lineup. Let's search that. So the France team is as so. You see this? You see that? That's the France team. As expected, really, with Barcola starting. I'm looking for the Spain team, though. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. The Spain team is interesting, isn't it? Spain team is interesting. Well, this is Prime Video France. Don't know if that means anything. That's the predicted team. I don't know. That's just the team that started the last game. I don't know if that is the team. I just don't know. If you haven't already, by the way, we've got nearly 400 people watching at the moment. Please do leave a like rating on the stream. I would really appreciate that. And of course, if you haven't already, do subscribe to the Golden Goal channel. No leaks from England, Argentina. Not yet. Not that I've seen. I don't think we'll get any, to be honest. We'll find out probably just after the game. L'Equipe's done its thing. I shared that. That team I had is the same as L'Equipe's. I've just showed the French team. Tchouameni, what's his price? He's not that cheap. He's 6.5 million. That's not that cheap. Yeah, true. Premium, you're not going to captain. There's logic in that. Should we do some score predictions? Let's do some score predictions. We'll play the game. We'll play the game. Walking down your street again, past your door. I might keep you, Mal. I haven't decided yet. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Score predictions. Do you reckon France-Spain could just go to penalties? Like, it could be 1-1 and go to penalties. I think we go 1-1. First team to score, I'm going to say Spain. First player. Where is he? Lamine Yamal. Good to see you, Paul. What's your favourite series? I guess it's the two that I've watched most recently. Clarkson's Farm and Reacher. I really enjoyed Reacher. England 3-1, eh? And go 3-2. I think Argentina score first as well, and it'll be messy. But we still win 3-2. Everyone's got France winning. That's my score predictions. Yeah, I just think Spain are going to keep the ball like crazy. And I think that France are going to struggle. I think if there's one thing, the France front line is amazing. But are they amazing at like pressing, winning the ball back? Yeah, just had a bit of a change of heart, Bobby, in the sense that I don't know if taking out Lamine Yamal in Baina is the way to go. It is quite warm, Nixie. Although, aren't you in South Africa? Or are you in the UK at the moment? But it's great to see you, mate. It's been a little while. Luca Dean and Teo will be used rigorously. Yeah, we'll see who lines up for France. Pickford better than Martinez? Don't know. I think I'm just backing England to win the game, mate. Max cap. I'm using it next week, but there's nothing to say you can't use it this week. There's not like any. There's no major reason why you should use it now. Why you shouldn't use it now, if that makes sense. But for me, I'm just waiting until next week. I think that third and fourth place playoff is there's going to be a lot of uncertainty, and I think that's when you should use it. Just doing another World Cup league. Fair enough, Nixie. Got Simon in goal, hoping for a pen save. John Stones, I think he probably does start. Oh. Because if England use Reece James at right back, that probably means it's Konsa and Gahey, doesn't it? Yeah, you can change captaincy, but you've only got one opportunity to do it. Yeah, mate. The deadline for next week is the third, fourth playoffs kickoff. Do penalty saves get points? I don't think they actually do. They? Let's just double check. Let's double check the rules. Penalty save 3 points. Yeah, it does. And then plus 1 point for every 3 saves. And if a goalkeeper gets a goal, they score 9 points. I think James will be at right back, mate. I think the midfield is set to be Rice, Bellingham, Anderson, like it has been so far. People are getting Rissa, mate, because he's cheap and he saves you a load of cash. That's why I'm getting him. But I guess maybe I could actually save myself a transfer and not buy him. If I just hang on. I've already got 5 England players, so I can't do it. Past your door. Guess you don't live there anymore. I don't know who starts on the left for Spain, Crown. That's the beauty there. We get to see the team, so it doesn't matter. You know, we will see the team before the deadline. Yeah, they got Luca Dean starting for France as well. Interesting how that plays out. It's just so bloody hard to It's so bloody hard to pick the best players. I don't know who I want. Sorry. A video started playing on my Twitter feed. Apologies for that. I was just looking if there was any news, but there wasn't. What am I going to do if Baina is benched? I don't know. I think we'll discuss it when we get to it. I'm probably going to pick Marino actually if Baina is benched. Best French defender is probably Luca Dean if he starts, and then Nico O'Reilly for England. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Saka's just bloody 9 million, isn't he? He's a lot of money. Is the only problem. 9.5. Yeah, it is really hard to drop Baina. That's why I'm trying to save myself cash in other positions. Dean should start, but we'll find the lineup before the deadline. Kone, not for me. I'd use Max captain next week. That's what I'm doing. Spain and England are going to win, are they? Big drop for me last week. Need a couple differentials. Yeah, I think that's the case. That's why I'm just going to leave. I'm going to stream until we get the lineups, and then we'll go from there. Lineup should come about what? 6:45? 2.5 hours time. Any interest in Gordon? I mean, have you seen my team? Yeah, I'm not sure though. Nico Williams only played 10 minutes in the last game. I'm not sure he's ready to start. Yes, Simkish. It is in the final match day. So the deadline for the final will be the third, fourth place playoff. If you want a team review, by the way, do consider joining the FPL Cartel. There's a link in the chat for you. Well, he's out of the tournament, Crown. I think it's yeah, it's just what it is. Bit light on France. Who would you have then? Dembele's the only one that feels missing, really, for me. Switch James for Koundé. No. I'm buying James for Upamecano. No, the max captain automatically picks the highest scoring player to be your captain. So, no, you can't change it, but you don't want to change it. Munoz? Why would you pick Munoz? No, Joe, that rule is so stupid. I'd much rather have less transfers and more money, but it's what it is. But yeah, they really didn't think it through, did they? They really didn't think that rule through. Do 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 do. Excuse me. Step off the train. I'm walking down your street again. Past your door. Guess you don't live there anymore. Do 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 do. Apparently, Messi hasn't lost with the referee that we've got tomorrow. I've just read. It's interesting. You know the rules. There you go. You've got contacts then. Copy UCL Fantasy. To be fair, there's probably, let's be honest, a select few people in the world who have, the program and sort of product for a plug-and-play fantasy football game. So what they've probably done is contracted those people to make the World Cup fantasy game and then just let them get on with it. And then they've based it on UCL fantasy. It'd be too complicated to change it otherwise, maybe. I don't know. No, I'm happy with Reece James for now. We'll see who starts for France. Yeah, yeah, this one does feel impossible. The games are they're so difficult to call. Best midfielder under 8.7. Barcola probably if he starts for France. Yeah. It is hard though, like, these games don't make much money. They obviously bring interest into the World Cup, but they're not going to have big budgets. They don't make FIFA any money. So they're not going to invest much into it. So they're just going to pay the cheapest rate for a fantasy game, and then the people making the game they're not contracted to spend too much time on it. One superstar to bet against: Kane, Messi, or Mbappe. Who would you bet against? Messi. Go on. We're going to stop him. The English are going to stop Lionel Messi. No, I wouldn't have a non-playing goalkeeper. I think you can get enough points from your goalkeeper to have one playing one, especially when Pickford is 4.8. I think you might as well have Pickford. Is the predicted goals for Spain worth looking into? Thing is, for me with Spain, that's why I've still got Yamal in my team, because I just don't know where the goals are going to come from, apart from him. They're just going to be random. Yeah, exactly, Joe. That's exactly it. What's the business model behind it? Sorry, I think from a business point of view, but yeah, exactly that. English bias. I don't know what you're talking about, Abby. Barclay's been in the L'Equipe, or L'Equipe. Said it eventually. He's in their predicted lineup, which is usually, it's basically a league. 2 starting keepers is probably a waste of budget. Yeah, I guess so. Well, on captaincy, I would captain Mbappe today, and then if you need to change it, you change it to Kane or Bellingham or Messi tomorrow. FPL, I don't think it'd be too long after this game finishes. And I just want to add as well, I've made an FPL video already, believe it or not, and you can watch that by joining the channel as a member. We'll see, Abby. My video's ready. I'm ready to go. I've made a video already. Will you do Champions League fantasy? I'm not sure. I might do it for the first few match days, but it's really hard to keep on top of. I'll do my best though. I'm gonna have to put my fan on. It's getting too hot. Oh, cool. That's nice. Oh, that's nice. Amazing voice. Cheers, bro. No French defenders, no. Don't know if that's a good idea, but no French defenders. What would a no Messi route look like for you? Well, you got to pick the other striker. The other striker is Oyarzabal. And then you just, I don't know what you do, to be honest. I'm quite happy with the three. No, Dan Whiffen would beat me. Well, actually, I wouldn't be able to beat Dan Whiffen over a long distance. But I do wonder if over like 25 or 50 meters, I would have a chance against him. I would be able to hold my own against him in a very short distance race, I think. I'm a sprinter, that's what I do. But he would absolutely dunk on me for a long distance. Will Yamal perform versus France? I don't know, mate. I'm almost wondering if he will, though. I know I've been talking about videos. I've been hell bent on selling him for Dembele or someone like that. But the more I think about it, the more I wonder: could Lamine Yamal do really well against France? Cheers, Sanford Hips. I really appreciate your messages. You've been very kind. Very kind messages in my comment section. They do not go unnoticed. Someone's put their team in the chat. I don't know who you are. If that's you, I'm going to look at your team. Freese to Pickford, Kunde to Dean, Hakimi to O'Reilly, Gordon to Olmo, Baina to McAllister. Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of Gordon, though. I don't see the point in doing Gordon to Olmo. Don't see the point in doing that. I'd keep Gordon, and then it might actually give you a bit more cash for your midfield as well. Ugh. I don't really know what I'm doing in terms of France v Spain at the moment. Am I back in France? Am I back in Spain? Or am I kind of just sitting on the fence? I think I'm kind of just sitting on the fence with this team, really. I don't know who my last player is, mate. I haven't decided yet. Well, I can't see any clean sheets. It's on the right-hand side of the screen now. Who am I missing from France that I should get in? I don't care if Marino starts. In fact, if I was the Spain manager, honestly, I'd be so happy with what I'm seeing from Marino off the bench. I don't think I'd start him. I think I'd keep him on the bench. And he could come on and make the decision. Sorry, he can come on and make an impact like he has been doing. Nico Williams, yeah, he's a good option if he starts. I mean, we'll see the lineup before the deadline, of course. So I'm not too worried. Step off the train. I'm walking down your street again. Past your door. Sorry, that song's stuck in my head. By the way, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you could leave me a like rating on the stream and subscribe to the Golden Goal channel. And give me a follow on Instagram if you want as well. Tom H Football on Instagram. I've not seen any leaks on the England team, Sheldon. I've not seen anything. Other than Rice being fit, I've not seen anything. Mohammed, I'd wait until you see the starting lineup, mate. Impossible to say without knowing the starting lineup for me. Why Freeze? Because he's 3.5 million, the cheapest goalkeeper that I can get. And I only want one goalkeeper. My pleasure, Sheldon. My pleasure, bro. It is my pleasure. Absolutely, Abby. I feel like that's Marino's role. And if I was Mikel Marino, I would actually be happy playing that role. I know it means you get less minutes, what have you, but a super focused effort off the bench can be like as rewarding as playing a full game. Like yeah, I don't have an issue with it really. I think it's fine. Z, what are you telling me there? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Absolutely no clue whatsoever what you're talking about. I don't think Giroud did used to be Arsenal super sub, did he? For a bit of time, he was. Well, Ollie is the epitomization of super sub, isn't he? I'm pretty sure Reece James starts for England, unless he's picked up another bloody injury. I think he starts. I mean, we got England fans in the chat. Who do you think starts at right back? Yeah, I've just answered that. I've answered the question on you sure Reece James will start. Yeah, there's lots of the French players are small. Luca Dean is really small as well. I don't know why. Look, he's tiny compared to all the you can't see. Luca Dean is small like as well. Conser. You think Conser's going to play at right back? I think James will start. It's either Kane and Gordon or Yamal and Oyarzabal. I think I prefer Kane and Gordon. Unliked for the singing. Sorry about that. Yeah, Reece James injured in the warm up. That would be gutting. Yeah, we got it, mate. Barkle is starting. All over it, mate. But cheers for the update. Mate, you should have made videos. Why didn't you make videos? The only thing is the pictures they've used of players are really quite blurry, so you can only make them so big. But yeah, I think it's difficult because you have to be prepared. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough, Abby. I always feel like you need your best players starting the game. However it looks, you want your best players to start the game. McAllister. I'm not huge on McAllister. I could also. My nose is running because I got a cold fan right next to me. It's either I get hot or my nose runs. Fair enough, Joe, mate. We'll be there for your videos. Quick question as well. Tom and I will probably be doing like an FPL branded podcast together. Just two of us. You'd be most welcome to come on as a guest, mate, if you wanted to. Be mutually beneficial. I'm sure we could lean on you for some knowledge, and hopefully we could help you grow as well. Just let us know, mate. Keep in touch on Twitter about it. We could get something locked in. I've already answered your question, Jesse. I answered it when you showed your team last time. Yeah, we did get a link that Argentina might switch up their formation. Starting back line for England, I think, will be James, Konsa, Gahey, O'Reilly. O'Reilly or Konsa? Have you seen my team? I'm not. When people ask me questions, right, I'm going to make a commitment this stream because I say it all the time and I never do it. When people ask me a question that is answered by looking at the players I've got in my team, like that question there, O'Reilly or Konsa, and I've got Konsa in my team, what do you think the answer is? You know, so I'm going to try and avoid answering questions like that. It's just tempting to want to answer all the comments I possibly get, but you can't. Saka, does he start? He probably does, doesn't he? But he's 9.5 million. I think he's a good punt if you can find a way to get yourself the money for him, but I haven't been able to do that. He's not done that well for points either, really. Tuchel's going to use Madueke again. I can't sit through Madueke. Is Reece James fit? Yeah, I mean, he came on, played substantial minutes in the last game. I think it should be okay. Going forward without Messi is crazy. A little bit, yeah. I am in that position as well, Krillex. I don't know. Midfielder under 7.3, I have no idea at the moment. I'm thinking of either Marino or McAllister, but I don't want McAllister. Could go for Alvarez, yeah. I'd probably keep Dembele or Elise. Depends what you can do with the money. If the 0.5 million extra helps you, I'd get rid of Dembele. Sometimes your decision is team budget related. Yeah, sometimes because you. Yeah, I agree. Good advice as always, JLo. Yeah, Danny Olmo decent as well. I wouldn't pick Anderson. No doubt Anderson bloody scores this week now, but if it were me, I'm not picking Elliot Anderson in my team. Sorry, Elliot. That's what I've done, John. Well, no, I don't need to yet. Bring Rissa back in. But yeah, I don't know what to do. No, I'm not sure James is more nailed on than Konsa. I actually think Konsa is the most nailed on of all the England defenders, but it's not about that. It's the one I think is going to score the most points. Yeah, let's have a look at McAllister. That might just completely change my mind, to be honest, if he's got bonus points. Oh, tackles. He's hitting tackles every game, isn't he? Maybe McAllister is the boy. I've kind of ignored McAllister. Maybe he is the one. Maybe he is the one. Yeah, well, Reece James is currently playing in the England midfield over Kobbie Mainoo, so yep, got your G Wiz. Barkler starting. Clean sheet or max captain? I'd probably go clean sheet Shield this week. I think that the games are very cagey. Yeah, Rodri. What's Rodri's stats like? He's 7.5. And he got 20 points. He's not massive. I'm not sure about Rodri. I don't think Spence will start, no. Are you saving max captain? Yeah, I am. I'm not going to use it now. You've gone McAllister. Fair enough, pal. Yeah, that's well, I'm happy with McAllister anyway. Kubasi Medina. I'd go O'Reilly Tagliafico. That's a good point, GBFF, if France go out. Well, it's the same point for every team, to be honest. I think if any of these four teams go out, there's a big question as to who they start in the third, fourth place playoff, in my opinion. Yeah. I think there's a lot of uncertainty, to be honest with you. Max captain or 12th man? I'd probably use the max captain this week if I had those two chips. And then 12th man, you can use it on a rogue player that starts in the third, fourth place playoff, I reckon. Yeah, that'd be my gut feel. I'd do something like that. Step off the train, walking down your street again, past your door. Boo, 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 boo. Shit, since you've been there. Boo, 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 boo. I didn't have your Mal in my team. Fair enough. Contra or Kubasa? What happened there? My mic just died. It's come back to life now, though. Don't know, the light stopped on my mic. Am I back? I don't know what happened there. That's all right then. I think I put my phone on the cable, which kind of rattled it a little bit inside the port. Heard a tiny pop. Yeah, no idea. Sorry about that. Is anyone else live? See what they're doing. Is Tom going live today? He's live at 5:30. Oh, we got a little while before Tom goes live then. And I miss you. Do, do, do. Like the deserts miss the rain. Sorry, that song it's a banger and it's absolutely stuck in my head at the moment. Apologies. Thinking of getting Alvarez instead of Kane, no. Due doesn't start. Yeah, we've already talked about that. Yep, only 2 French assets. Who else would you have? What is Harry's reel about unlimited budget? I guess we're going to have to go and look. Harry's reel. Has he made a reel? Where are you, FPL Harry? Where are you? I haven't seen it. Send me a link. The song is called "Missing" Todd Terry remix. I'll send you a link. Hang on. I can't play it because I'm going to get done for copyright. But it's a banger. Although I'm actually listening to a different mix. So there's the original, but I'm actually listening to a mix. And the mix I'm listening to is someone did a remix of it, like a famous DJ. I can't remember which one it was. Frankie Rizzardo, that's it. So Rizzardo. Yeah, because Frankie Rizzardo is done an absolute banger remix of it. Have a listen. It's a banger. Yeah, I do need a visit to Ibiza. Anyone want to come with me? Never been to Ibiza before. I've got no desire to go to Ocean Beach, but I really want to go to Ushuaia. Ushuaia looks sick, mate. I'd love to go there. Is anyone else going to Ibiza this summer? Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get a summer break because I think this game will finish and FPL will start. But I suppose I could make videos from a hotel in Ibiza, but I imagine it'd be very expensive now if I went now. But I like the look of Ushuaia. Where else is good in Ibiza? Pacha. Want to go a bit of Pacha, a bit of Amnesia as well. There's so many good clubs in Ibiza, isn't there? I'm not even a big nightclubber, to be honest. Maybe not Amnesia. Patcher, even that looks a bit. Ushuaia is the one. Ushuaia does look good. You live in Ibiza? Free roaming, bro. Exactly. Mate, vice captain's a complete waste of time. Follow me on Insta. Send me a message about Ibiza. I might be able to do it. Although I am buying a flat. I probably can't in reality because I've just exchanged, by the looks of it, on a flat today. In fact, I need to check my emails because if I have, I'm committed to buying it and I don't have any money if I do that. Yeah, I think I've exchanged. The money has left my savings and paid the solicitor, so I've I've put down the deposit basically. I probably am a homeowner as things stand by the looks of it, which is cool. We knew about that already though. Enzo F, yeah, it could be. Would you be happy? Absolutely not. For this week, Messi is enemy. What do you think of the Marino pick? Yeah, I mean, he's good. I think we need to see if he starts or not. Even if he's on the bench, I think he's fine. And whoever was listening to Everything But the Girl, the remix is unbelievable, by the way. The remix is unbelievable. In fact, I'm just gonna put it in my ear a little bit, give myself a bit of music to listen to. I'm gonna put it on just to get myself in the mood. I need a bit of a hype up, don't I? Why have you gone both with both? Why not? I've just had a little bit of a change of heart. I don't think I'm nailed on it. We need to see the France and Spain lineups before I lock in my team. That's for sure. For definite, sure. Chances Saka starts pretty high, actually. I mean, if you're an England fan, what do you reckon as to who starts on the right? Elise or Dembele? I'd probably say still Elise. I think Elise's numbers for France are still better than Dembele's. I'd probably use 12th man this. Probably use Max captain this week and 12th man next. No Bellingham and no Yamal. I definitely think no Yamal's okay, but Bellingham at 8.3 million is a must-have. Martinez for Stones, probably not. Actually, yeah, I think there's a chance that Stones won't start. I think Konsa's the safest England defender, to be honest, in terms of starts. Sent me the link about unlimited budget. Where's that? Did you? I haven't seen it, pal. I haven't seen it. No, I'm not sure Reece James starts. I don't know if that's the right call. I've no idea, mate. Who is the cheapest starting defender in the game, actually? Just out of interest. Yeah, I know. I want more money. It is Nico O'Reilly. He is the cheapest starting defender. Actually, no, we could go into Tagliafico. Like the deserts miss the issue, and I miss you. So, I guess if I do this, I can get Barcola. I could get Barkler if I do that. I'm not sure though. Yeah, Jed Spence cheaper than O'Reilly. I'm not sure that's the right move though, is it? Let's get rid of these two. I'm just not sure about that. Sorry, I'm just going to blow my nose. Yeah, you're right about Tagliafico. I don't want to go anywhere near him. Don't worry. I think Molina is the one, isn't he? You're right. But then, do I want two Argentinian? No, I don't. No, I don't. I think that's kind of where I'm at the moment with the team. Still think it'd be Doué? I don't think so, mate. L'Equipe have leaked / predicted that it will be Barcola. Why are we watching him? He's like, well, mate, don't watch me then. Click off. Why don't you start a YouTube channel, mate? Tell you what, I'm not responding this as getting rattled because you're entitled to your opinion, but have a go, mate. Do this. Start a channel. Go live. Talk about your World Cup fantasy. Do it. I think you lock in on England defence. I think you go massive on England defence if you're clean sheet shielding this week. I just absolutely smash into the England defence. I think Sweden kind of did as they were expected to. I don't think they were ever going to beat France. Their strengths were in their attack. Elanga, Isak, Gyökeres, they all played pretty well. As expected, really. I think the order of beating France was just too much, but we all knew that, you know. Two Spanish or two French? Probably two Spanish. Well, L'Equipe, who do you want to know? It was Barcola, Tchouaméni. Those are the two players that are in that might not have been in the last one. I would go all in on England, mate. They're the top team for clean sheet odds. There's not much in it, but they're the top team. Cheers, Colm. I appreciate that. It looks like Barcola will start, but we don't know yet. We'll get the team before the deadline, as we all know. We all know we'll get the team before the deadline. Oh, Joe, I get my keys on the Monday of game week 2. So we're going to have to, I think, take the full week off, but juggle making FPL content with moving flats, which is going to be a nightmare. The one thing I need to get sorted, though, is internet. So I'm going to get the internet book to be installed on the first day that I move in. And then if they piss about with taking ages getting it sorted, so be it. But I'm going to try and order internet to be there on the 24th of August. And then we'll see what happens. Because internet is if anyone's ever moved, they'll know that internet is the first thing you need to get sorted. Thankfully, the flat I'm moving into is like a 5-minute walk from where I live, so it'd be easy enough to move into. It's just the internet and juggling FPL season stuff, because no rest for the wicked in the world of FPL. Well, if England lose, they've got another game because the third, fourth place playoff is part of the final round. So all of what we're saying is kind of nugatory. Yeah, exactly, Joe. And my current Wi-Fi is with a company called Hyperoptic, and they don't support my new flat. So I'm going to be paying for hyperoptic for the remainder of the contract, which runs out in the middle of October, which is an absolute piss take. But there you go. So I can't transfer it to my new flat. So I need to find the best and fastest broadband provider. So yeah, 5G broadband, eh? There you go. Maybe I should get Starlink instead. Yeah, I'm probably going to stream until we get the lineups for the France-Spain game. I'll decide my team, and then I'm gonna have a rest. I had training this morning. I was in the pool this morning at 6 a.m. So we've had a big old day. England are playing in all white, by the way, confirmed by the kit man who I follow on Twitter. Step off the train. Has anyone seen that Tom Cruise will be part of the closing ceremony of the World Cup as well? What on earth does that entail? What's Tom Cruise going to do? Well, most of my deadline streams are sponsored by Elon because I share my Twitter feed on most of it, looking at leaks and stuff. Nice one, Andrea. I mean, we'll see. The one game for Argentina that was really suspect wasn't actually this World Cup. It was the last one where they played the Netherlands. Hey, mate, the halftime show is going to be mental. Yeah, do you reckon Tom Cruise could like parachute in or something? He probably is going to do that, isn't he? He's an absolute madman in terms of the stunts he does. He seems like a very nice person, but he's like part of that Scientology thing, which is a little bit odd. I don't know enough about it other than it just seems a bit odd. But, each to their own. Maybe. I don't know if that's a fair comment, but there you go. Step off the train, walking down your street again, past your door. Also, I feel a Christian Romero red card coming on as well. What do you think? I think Romero's going to bottle it. Can't wait for Romero to bottle it. Mate, I don't. Every time I sing that song, it's just stuck in my head. I will try and do Champions League fantasy, mate. I mean, Martinez over Maignan. I don't know. Is that a question? No French defenders is crazy. Is it? Well, I've got Upamecano in my team currently. Argentina will try to get. Well, they'll try everything, mate. Argentina are going to try everything. But England can try everything too. I think it's. I'm not worried. I'm okay. It's just a really exciting semi-final, isn't it? To think that England are the favourites in it is quite interesting as well, actually. Do 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 do. Walking down your street again, past your door. Guess you don't live there anymore. No, I'm not sure about keeping Lamine Yamal, mate. I don't know what I'm going to do with my team. Basically, I think we need to see the France and Spain team to know. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to do with my team. To be frank, I don't know. We need to see that France and Spain team, don't we? It's that simple. There's not much I can do until then. They just rate them to beat Argentina. Yeah, there you go. I'd probably back that, to be fair. You look at 1 to 11, right? You just think of the teams, the 11 players in each team. Pickford v Martinez. Obviously, Martinez has been superb for Argentina, but he does have a mistake in him. Obviously, so does Pickford. I don't think there's a lot between Pickford and Martinez. The back four, I think England's back four, player for player, is probably better than all four of Argentina's back four. England's midfield, you'd probably put Enzo Fernandez in it, maybe. But then does Enzo Fernandez get in above Rice and Bellingham and Anderson? Not sure. Obviously, you pick Messi, but then I'd probably pick Alvarez and Messi and Kane. But like 9 of the England starting 11 would probably be in the combined 11 of the team. 8 or 9, you know? Some people might call that controversial, but that's my feeling. Is it worth wasting a transfer on Oyarzabal to Kane? Well, if you're thinking already that it's wasting a transfer, probably not. But I definitely look at doing Oyarzabal to Kane. Why Rissa? He's the cheapest goalkeeper in the game, mate. He just gets me some money in the bank. I think this is probably where we're at the moment. I think we need to wait to see the Spain lineup. I have no idea who I'd pick from Spain. We need the lineup. Should I use my captainship? Depends. I probably wouldn't. I'm not using mine this week. Dean is predicted to start, yeah, but doesn't mean he will. We'll see the lineup though before the deadline. We will see the lineups before the deadline. Got a space, found some better place. See, I'm singing it again. Shocking. Like the deserts miss the rain. Have another shot, mate. We're going to have a good time together. That's one thing we can guarantee. We should get lineups in 2 hours' time. So there's a little bit of time to wait yet. We've currently got, by the way, 569 people watching. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you could leave a like rating on the stream and subscribe to the Golden Goal channel as well. I, for one, would really appreciate if you could subscribe. That would be wonderful. Cheers. Like the It's in my head again. See, I was singing it again. I might put some music on actually, just to energize myself a little bit. 2 seconds in one ear, bit of music might help. Let's do. There we go. Do you think FPL towers will implement? I don't think FPL are going to change much. But one rule change I would say for FPL is to introduce shots on target for midfielders and forwards, or just shots on target in general for all players. I think that'd be a really good introduction. I don't know how you feel about that. I think England Argentina probably, but that would be England scoring loads of goals because they win 9-0. I don't know, Jonah. It all depends on who Spain start. We won't know that. Well, we will know that before the deadline because we'll see the lineup. Stones, I'm a little uncertain about Stones. I don't know. I don't think so. I think Reece James probably plays. Which match do you think? We've already answered that. Stop spamming. Stop spamming that in the chat. Yeah, 2 dead spots. Fine. Yeah. Best Spain midfielder. You'll see the team, mate. I've already answered that. Will Stones play? Not sure. And as to your final question, Roman, all depends on the lineups. We'll see them. We'll see the lineups for Spain and France. So it all depends on which one starts. I think there's a slim chance that both Doué and Baena don't start. Romero red card could happen. Is McAllister starting? Don't know. Should do though, definitely. We did love Anderson, mate, but he doesn't get DEFCON in this game. He's probably hitting tackles every game though, isn't he? Maybe not. He's not hitting tackles all that often. Wow. I think it needs to be given to forwards. Yeah, fair enough, Abby. No, I don't think there's much point in Argentinian defenders. I've gone for Martinez because he just seems to be ridiculous from an attacking point of view as well, and I don't really see the need to sell him. Tagliafico, I think he probably does start, but I can't say for sure. Get Doué or go for Maignan in goal. Well, I don't think Doué starts, and we'll see the France team. Like you've been on my stream for the last hour and a half. We've been talking about you don't know who to pick from France because we don't know what their team looks like. So can't say anything, can you? I don't know. Max captain. Yeah, I'm using it next week though. Yeah, Dean's good. Sure, I might pick him as well. I'm just not sure. These two positions are uncertain for me, I think, and I'd say that one as well. Yeah, the penalty one thing is good actually. I like that, even if it gets missed. You should be rewarded for winning a penalty. I agree. I quite like that rule. Amilson, we've got to wait for the team. We'll see the team in 2 hours' time. No, in 1 hour's time now. We're no 2 hours away from the team. Are we? No, hang on. How far are we away from the team? Kickoff's at 8, 2 hours away. Fair enough, JD Bond. Pick him then. Pick him, bro. Yeah, Enzo does look good in my opinion. I almost kind of prefer him to McAllister. Dean or Kunde? Dean. Especially if he starts. No. L'Equipe have Barcola starting. It's kind of where I'm at with my team at the moment. Then probably leave it like that. Leave it like that. I reckon it's better in the final, mate. I'm not going to use it this week. Best Spain mid after Yamal. Don't know. All depends who starts for them, mate. I don't know. Impossible to say unless we see the lineup. McAllister seems more of a goal threat than Enzo, even though Enzo scored from open play in the last 16 game. 4 France, 3 England, 3 Spanish. Yeah. Not sure about Paredes. I'm not sure about him. We've got max captain and 12th man. I think max captain this week, 12th man next week. And then you play your 12th man on a really rogue player that's starting in the 3rd, 4th place playoff. Yeah, it does look like Dean and Koundé are going to start for France. But I don't know why you're worried. Because, well, I guess early doors, but we'll see the lineup before the deadline. Not sure about Gonzalez either. Doesn't play enough minutes. Doesn't play enough minutes. Apparently, Thomas Tuchel's got the British women swooning over him for his tough love. That's what I just saw on Twitter. What do you reckon then, Bobby Ted? What are you going to do? What are your thoughts? Is Gordon necessary? I think he's one of the best England attackers. Yeah, I think he starts, doesn't he? I had an idea to target defenders more likely to be subbed off early. I don't hate it. Another Rob Edwards moment. I do like a little bit of tough love myself, to be honest. Some people just need to hear the truth, you know? There's nothing wrong with pointing out the truth. If things are bad, you say they're bad. It's fine. People appreciate it. Do 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 do. Sorry, just checking. I zoned out then. Sorry, guys. Please see my team. Sure, we'll have a look. I am 15 points away from first. Do I do a -3? Dembele to Yamal. I have max captainship. I need to see more information, mate. I need to know how much money you have in the bank. My gut feel looking at this team is you need Nico O'Reilly in there. I don't see why you've got Rodri de Paul. Doué's probably not going to start. I think it's going to be Barcola. So yeah, bear all that in mind. See if you've got any thoughts. Got to have Kane. Indeed, does he not have Kane? Yeah, he's got Kane. Mate, if you're picking DePaul for scouting bonus, you're not thinking in the right way. You've got to score 5 points to get scouting bonus. Where are DePaul's points going to come from? Has he actually scored 5 points in a game yet? No. Oh, he got it in the first game. Sorry, mate. No logic there at all. Barcola Doué over Dembele. I don't see a huge difference. I was annoyed that it's not Doué starting by the looks of it because he's perfect for my team. Clean sheet bonus on max captain. I think clean sheet this round. Hatred between the countries doesn't mean there'll be lots of goals, though. It just means the game will be feisty. My team, by joining the FPL Cartel, my friend, which I will send you a link to. There's the FPL Cartel. Ooh. Whoopsie. There's the Cartel link. Has anyone joined? We had one join. Thank you, pal, for joining. Drop Elise to Barcola. Could do that. Wait and see the lineup though. Don't hate it. I don't absolutely hate that. Man, who to keep instead of Doué? I don't know what that means. Why the stream so quiet? Sorry. Is that me or just in general? I think people are less interested in the game at this stage. When would the France lineup come out and where to see it on the game? So for score, FOTMob, FIFA website, Doué is starting. Are you sure about that? You did predict a big De Catalara header and he scored. Let's see. So there's the Barcola tweet. You see that? Let's go on the Laquette website, see if we can find the 11. Oh, it's in French. Of course it is. Wondering why I can't read it 'cause it's in bloody French. Douay started anyway. Apparently. Oh, phone keeps coming off. Yeah, all right. Let's do a max captain poll. We do know Douay starting though. Oh, sorry, Barkler. Barkler. Sorry, guys. Nonsense popping up on my screen. Go away. This is my Bristol City channel graphics, by the way. Barkler's very tempting, yeah. He is very tempting. I just can't afford him. That's my problem. But good grief. I would be very happy with him. Can Medina start? He can, but I don't know if he will. Like, I don't think there's enough. I just don't think there's enough in it. I don't think there's enough in it. Who's your other goalkeeper? I haven't decided yet. I think it's probably going to be Pickford, but we're waiting on this Spain-France lineup to decide. I just don't know for sure. I'm not. I just don't know. I'm not locked in yet. Definitely not locked in. I'll say that much. I'm definitely not locked in. Best Medina replacement. Conser or Nico O'Reilly? Yeah, what's the point? I mean, you got a point. You've got a point. Yeah, I'm thinking Pickford. Maybe I should just do that. I'd rather French defenders than Spain. Spain being slept on. France keep clean sheets in all knockout games. They have. They have. But they have faced. Let's not make a mistake about France. They faced a really poor Morocco team on the day, Paraguay and Sweden. Best duo replacement, it's probably Barcola. If you can afford Barcola, I think he's probably the best one to come in, really. Yeah. He probably is the one. He probably is, isn't he? I would wager France, Spain is going to be lower in goals when compared to Argentina, England, but clean sheet kind of says otherwise. Yeah. Yeah. Is Molina playing? I think he should play. Thoughts on Max Captain? Yeah, you could use it this round. I do think it's best used next round, though. Yeah, I think Nico Williams makes a big difference for Spain if he starts. Yeah, I like Marino. I think he could be good. I might go for him if Baena doesn't play. I think we just got to see this Spain lineup. The thing for me is if Baena is in the team, it's very hard to take him out. Very hard to justify taking him out. What will England's initial defence be? I think it's going to be James. I think it's going to be Consagehi, O'Reilly. Mark, I'm doing it to save money. I'd probably keep him if you're just doing it for points. Can I use Barkler as 12th? Yeah. I'd probably use my 12th man for a player in the third, fourth place playoffs, though, I think. I just think the third, fourth place playoff is so uncertain that the max captain is it's worth using for that game. I think it's going to be Schumanni, but not. We'll see. We'll see the lineup. Why would you sell Messi to Alvarez? Why would you do that? I just don't see the logic in that at all. I don't see any logic in that. Sorry, pal. Feel free to hate on me for it, but I do not see the logic in that move at all, pal. Sorry to say. Yeah, you can use 12 man. I'd probably again wait to use it next week. Sorry, I need to open Photoshop a sec to do something off screen. Is Baena good? We don't know. He's good if he starts. He's all right if he starts, but I don't think he does. I'm not sure if he does. Ooh. Running Photoshop and live streaming at the same time was not enjoyed by my laptop then. It did not enjoy that. Is Kane a must-have? I think so. Dembele instead of Messi? Not for me. Who's your least likely to score? I don't have a view on that, to be honest with you. I don't think I have a view on it. I think they're all as likely to score as each other, really. If I'm being honest, I don't have a view. Do you have a view? I don't feel like I do. Sorry, I'm just checking. There we go. Just doing something in the background a sec. There we go. I tweet with the idea of selling Messi to Alvarez too, because I'd have been targeting left wingers against England, and Alvarez plays left striker. What I think Reece James is going to start for England though. Least likely to score is Yamal. I don't know. I think Spain have so many good players, you can't just double team Lamine Yamal. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of Yamal to Dembele. That's definitely something I'm considering. I wouldn't rule it out. No. Do I think any team will keep a clean sheet? Probably not. If I were to pick one that's most likely, could well be England. I'm 29, mate. 29, nearly 30. Can you believe it? I'm nearly 30. 29, your class is an unk, aren't you? Worst World Cup I've seen. I don't remember 2002, mate. I was 5. From an England point of view, I think the 2024 World Cup was the worst one, actually. Just because there wasn't, I don't know. It was in the winter. It just didn't feel like the right kind of buzz around it. But this one, this feels good. 2018 was probably the best so far because of how relatively poor England have been in the other ones and how much better they were in 2018. But this one feels like the best so far. I said 2022, didn't I? The Qatar one, the one in winter. 2010, yeah, 2020 from an England point of view was crap, but from a tournament enjoyment perspective, I really enjoyed it. Because I was like in school, just watching all the games. It was great. I said 24. Did I say 24? Sorry. 2022. My apologies. Dembele. Ooh. I wouldn't pick Rabiot or DePaul in my team, so there's your answer. Spence or Tagliafico? Probably Tagliafico, because I don't think Spence starts. I'd be very, very surprised if Spence starts for England. Yeah, Marino could be good. I'm just waiting to see the Spain starting lineup. I think if Baena doesn't start, I'm going for Marino. Even if Marino doesn't start, I'm going to pick him. I think even if Marino doesn't start, we're picking him. I played the last Football Manager, mate, but I got so addicted to it, I knew that I would never be able to play it again because it would ruin my life. Yeah, I'm with you on that, John. I'm with you, bro. Is that a Cardiff badge, by the way? Not sure about that one. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. England got to the semis of Italia 90, didn't they? Yeah, probably, mate. Yeah, probably. I do think England probably have the best chance for clean sheet. I think Spain have the best defence, but they're obviously playing the best team. What if I have Elise, Bellingham, Messi, and Mbappe? I buy 2 big hitters, Kane and Dembele. I don't see why he'd sacrifice Gordon. Bristol get battered. Well, they don't. And we're also called Bristol City. I'm only messing, mate. Thank you for watching, pal. Worth getting rid of Elise. I've been thinking about it, but who'd you buy? Who'd you get instead? If you get rid of Elise, I mean, fine. But who do you get? Who are you buying instead? McAllister. Nah, you're not selling Elise to McAllister, surely. Make that make sense. That don't make sense to me. Yeah, I'm just not sure what to do with Lamine. I'm not sure what to do with Lamine Yamal. Should I go McAllister and Gordon or Baina and Doué? Wait and see the lineups, mate. I don't think Baina. I think Baina might start, but I don't know if Doué will. I don't see why you're selling Gordon. I'd sell Enzo, but I don't see why you're selling Gordon. Elise and Baina for Dembele and Enzo. No. I don't rate that. I'm not too sure about that, especially if they both start. Mad John, I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, Barkler. It's Barkler. I'm telling you to free up money. No. I get it, but I'm not. I don't rate it. Is Elise playing? No, he's not suspended. Olmo or Gordon? Gordon. But wait and see. If Olmo starts for Spain, he could be good, but I think I still prefer Gordon. The thing is, for me, with Argentina, their fullbacks just aren't very good. And they play very narrow. Like their midfielders, they don't really have wingers or wide midfielders. The way you beat Argentina is out wide and on the wings. It's my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Your rank's 28k. Well done. Mine's terrible. Mine's terrible in comparison to that. So Gordon's going to haul. Well, I don't know. I mean, I can't guarantee anything. Quadruple France defense. I just think it's so random this week. Like how to distribute your defense, all of that. I can't have a strong feeling, really. Saka not the worst shout, no. But I think we just need to know that he's going to start, and I'm not sure. I'd actually use the max captain this week and 12th man next week, actually. I'll rate your team if you join the FPL Cartel, my friend. I'll put a link to it in the description, in the chat. You sign up, I'll look at your team in the chat, and I'll review it. But no one's put their team in there yet. I think the third, fourth place playoff is going to have more uncertainty, but there's nothing huge in it. There's nothing huge in it. So you know. Yeah, I've seen that Argentina could be a back five. I have seen that. I have seen that they could be a back five. Do I think they will, though? Do I think they will? Probably not. Probably not. Saka is a great option. Yeah, he's a lot of money is the only thing. That's the only thing. He's expensive. Do you want to spend that much money on a player that I think if I'm Tuchel, I'm probably starting South. I was saying I'm going to start Southgate. I'd probably start Saka because I just don't think on the right England have done enough. So I probably would. Madueke's been poor, hasn't he? We all know that. Saka took a touch so bad. I think the problem with Saka is he just can't sprint. Like in a lot of games I've seen of him, he can't sprint to keep the ball in play. That is the issue with France. Sorry, that was my laptop. That's the issue with France with Saka. He just can't sprint, which is a problem. But he can still beat men without sprinting. It's pretty crazy, really. What's your thoughts on the Max captain? I'd do it on the final, mate. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I reckon. I think I'm probably going to use mine in the final, mate. Yeah, that's my current thinking, anyway. We have put a poll in the chat though. See what other people are doing. FPL, mate. I wish I knew. I have no idea. One thing is for sure though, when the World Cup finishes, I have an FPL video coming out, which I'm very excited about. So, in fact, if you want to join the channel as a member, you can watch it already. But yeah, I'll have a video coming out. Not really, Thomas. You get 5 transfers and you lose them if you don't use them. So I don't see why you'd hold on to them, really. Hello, Lee. Good to see you, pal. Hope you're keeping well. Any more trips to Benidorm lined up? Let me know if you're off to Benidorm again. I've always enjoyed seeing your trips to hearing about your trips to Benidorm. I've never been. I should probably go, shouldn't I? You're talking about Ibiza earlier. To be fair, I think Ibiza and Japan are probably. You're going in September. Because he's got better stats for France and he's cheaper. That's why I chose him. Yeah, that's it. That's the reason. Sorry about that. Don't be shy. You'll be the man I need. What time did I get home? I got home at 2 a.m., I think. Just as the game kicked off, pretty much. I'd forgotten about it, to be honest. I'd forgotten about the fact that I could have caught kickoff. So I guess there was a mistake there that, I could have caught the kickoff of the game, but I wasn't even drunk. I wasn't even drunk. We just had a good time watching England, celebrating at the end of the game. I had no phone, and then yeah, I got home just a bit too late, unfortunately. I probably could have used a friend's phone. I just didn't even think about it, to be honest. It lost me like 4 points. So I mean, I can live with myself. I can live with myself. Other people might not be able to live with me though, so that's okay. If you can't live with that, will Medina start? I don't think he will. I just don't know, to be honest with you. That's simple answer. But I don't think he will. I think Tagliafico probably does, if I'm being honest. Already gave you a time and a place, so don't be shy. I'm thinking of going big on France. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. What else have we got? Big on France is the way. Yeah, I think France probably win, don't they? I do think France probably win. They do probably win. What's going on here? Sort that out. Have you considered taking more risks? Yeah, I have. But what are the risks I could take? I'm struggling with risks really because there's only a limited pool of players that are actually going to start. So I'm struggling really. 6 Spain players. Fair enough. Thanks for all the content. Oh, mate. Fine. I'm happy with, results are part of the game. Enjoying making content is the other part of it, mate. And I've absolutely loved this World Cup. The views and stuff that have happened on the channel have been wonderful. I'm so grateful. It really has been mental. We hit 25,000 subscribers this World Cup, right? And we're on 28,000 now. Mental, mate. I'm just so grateful. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. Already gave you a time and a place, but don't be shy. Do 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 do. I think the same France has been the best team at all World Cup. Yeah, yeah. The FIFA game's been fun. I think Josh is right, by the way, Joe, based on what I've heard as well. Wouldn't surprise me. Is that really that a massive a take, though? You know, is that really a hot take in the world of Bristol City at the moment? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. If I was a better man, though, I'd say he's not going to sign a contract. Do you think Medina will start? No, probably not. I think Llorente might start. I think he's been liking Porro. He started him against bloody Portugal. Like, I think if you're starting against Portugal, I think you'll start against France too. What does that mean, Mr. Spectacular? Yeah, Adebayo's playing with us, or training with us. I'm about to make a video on him when this stream finishes. I think what we'll do is we will. Nice one, Jeremy. I think what we'll do is we'll go live until the lineup comes out. When the lineup comes out, I'll do my team, and then we'll call the stream there because there's not much else. And I would have been live at that point for like 4 hours, which I think is plenty long enough. I do make fantasy Premier League content, mate. Don't you worry about that. I've already made a fantasy Premier League video, actually. If you join the channel as a member, you can see it. But yeah, as soon as this game finishes, the FPL content will be out, mate. If Llorente starts, you're getting him in. Fair enough. Did you win your FPL last season? I didn't win my own mini league. My own mini league had about 3,000 people in it. I think the winner of that league finished like in the top 100 overall. Mate, Rodri's been one of the best players this tournament. He's gone a little bit unsung, but he just doesn't lose the ball. I think that's the key for Spain is just keeping the ball, isn't it? That's how Spain are going to beat France, by just not losing the ball. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. I wouldn't go Rabiot. Knowing my luck now, he'll bloody score. But I don't think there's enough to suggest that you should pick Rabiot. Yep. That's why I'm going Pickford, mate. I think Pickford's... And he's cheap. Well, Pickford is actually the cheapest starting goalkeeper left in the game. Should I get Gavin? Who's Gavin? Do you mean Gavi? Who's Gavin? I won't be live till the deadline, but I will be live until the Spain and France teams come out because I think that's the key info we're all looking for, isn't it? Do you have your max captain as well? I'd probably use my max captain this round and 12th man next round, and I'd go for someone random from the for fourth place playoff to use your 12th man on. Doué, I'm not sure about Doué. I don't think he starts. I think Barklow's going to start. That's all the pre-match talk is saying anyway, is that Barkler is in ahead of Doué. What about zero keepers and having an insane midfield? I tell you what, that could be a tactic, couldn't it? Should we see? Should we just go vibes? Well, but then I can't actually save that much money on my keepers. I think the cheapest keeper in the game. $4 million. No keepers, just vibes. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Yeah, you could bring in a keeper next round, though, couldn't you? No goalkeeper. What is my FPL content like? No offense, MJ Pock. Where is MJ Pock? What's he said? I don't know what MJ Pock said. I missed it. What did he say? Yes, I make Prem Fantasy stuff, pal. Hopefully you stick around. If people are new here, please stick around for my FPL stuff. I will be all over it. Can I improve my team though by doing that? So if we go Conser, say, How much money do I have? We go concert Barkala. Ooh. That sort of works. But then I could swap Conser for Tagliafico and just go Pickford. Up the Bloom, mate. We went on with Benjamin Bloom. It was great. I think Elise's better than Dembele. Juan Garcia's not on the team anymore, mate. I was just mucking about. Don't take it seriously. Yes, that's what I'm going to do, Adster boy. Don't worry. We're going to be live. We're going to talk about my team. I'll help you guys, and then I'll sign off. That's my plan. By the way, we've got 700 people in here at the moment and only 170 likes. So if you haven't already, I'd be very grateful if you could leave a like rating on the stream and subscribe to the Golden Goal channel as well. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate that. Trying to hit 30,000 subscribers. That's the goal. I'd very much appreciate that. If you could subscribe, help me get to 30,000. Be wonderful, that. Dead spot in the defender position. Yeah, I've got my UK there. Just dead spot. Nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Position defender. Who can we get? We can't get anyone. Step off the train, walking down your street again. Cheers, G-Wiz. I appreciate that. So I'm just having to play around with things. We have to go back to where we were. I think we're going to go Pickford in goal, though. We're definitely going to do Pickford in goal. Aaron, don't know what the team looks like, mate. We'll see both the we'll see both the lineups of France and Spain before the deadline. So, deciding between Spain players is impossible until we see the team, mate. So that's all I can say on that at the moment. Shot counter, DG. How many shots have you had? I've sung that song quite a lot. It's been stuck in my head. It is a banger as well. You got to give me that. Should we be doing Elise to? No, not for me. I'm sticking with Elise. Maybe I could do that. If I got rid of him, did that, then did that. No, it doesn't work. I could sell Elise. I'm not opposed to that. It's just, who do I sell him for? It's not really anyone I'd sell him for. I don't want Medina though. He probably won't even play. It depends, mate. Really, I'd be hesitant to have a dead spot in the midfield and forward positions. I don't mind it as a defender or a goalkeeper, but having a dead spot in those positions, I'm not big on, mate. I'm afraid. Yeah, I like that CGRW. No, I'm not max capping this week. I'm gonna do it next week. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know about Dembele. I don't know about Dembele. I think because everyone's ditching Yamal, I should probably keep faith with him, really. Past your door. Do 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 do. See, I was singing it again. You could still play three at the back with Medina and Mayuka. Yeah, I guess I could, but just feels like a bit of a waste of a transfer. I think Nico O'Reilly is much stronger offensively. I think he's also O'Reilly's got more chance of scoring than James. Oh, excuse me. Time to turn the fan off again. Yeah, me too. I need Baina news. I need to blow my nose again. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to grab another tissue. Oh, sorry, guys. It's been a bit all over the place on this stream. I did need to blow my nose, though. Yeah, L'Equipe have got the teams so correct in their predictions that it's almost as though they are leaks. That's how good they've been. So, yeah, just saying. Or L'Equipe, I should probably say. Rugby Nation Cups fantasy. Good grief. I saw when I was watching, so for the England game on Sunday, is it on Sunday? Saturday? Saturday. They were showing the rugby before, and I saw there was a QR code on the telly to play the fantasy game. I was like, "Ooh, fantasy football." Funny to know that it's rubbish. Yeah, I think Biner, if you can afford to do Biner to Gordon, I probably would. I think Biner gets less minutes than Gordon does. I think Gordon, he gets good minutes. I see Gordon having a good game against Argentina. I think the secret to beating Argentina is to use your wingers. Because Argentina, their midfield is very narrow. They don't really have proper wingers. I would. Now Di Maria's gone anyway. Worried Argentina may go to a back three. Yeah. They could well do that. God, low block. Could you imagine low block counter attack Argentina? That'd be awful. Porro or Dean, I'd probably say wait for the lineups, but I'd probably say Dean. No Upamecano? Not necessarily. I'm just deciding. I'm thinking about selling him, I think is my position. England with a clean bill of health. There we go. Only Jordan Henderson not training. Not seen any news yet. I don't think. No, I've not seen anything yet. Nothing yet on Spain or France. Dream Team Wrestling. I mean, we'll see the team. So, we'll see the team in an hour's time. So if you can stick around or wait an hour, we'll know all the answers to your questions. We'll know because we'll see the teams. We'll know because we see the teams, bro. Yeah, Argentina have been lucky so far, to be fair to them. They have been. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate that. Well, we will be there for the stream. I'm not sure how long I'll go on for, but we will definitely do a stream. I just hope England win tomorrow. Please, England win. Please win. Please win. Please win tomorrow. Please win. I'd love it. I'd love an England win so much. I'd love an England World Cup final so much. And then once you get to the final, it's anyone's game. Doesn't matter if France are good. Doesn't matter. It's anyone's game. Do, 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 do. You've had a breakdown and started posting FPL content. Oh, we'll get on that, mate. No, I'm not max captain this week. Yeah, but that's the thing. The whole rest of the team run so Messi can walk through games. That's what they do. They're very happy to do it because he is the best player of all time, right? So it's just whether that works against England, I don't think it does actually, especially as the game, especially because especially because it's being played in air conditioning as well. I think England can really use the physical factor that they should have the physical edge on Argentina. I think they got the height, they got the Premier League speed and physicality. Adds to boy, I've already answered that question. You know the answer to that. 12th man is my chip. If that's your only chip, I would use it next week. I'll keep telling myself that, mate. Of course, it's the World Cup final. Going into the final last World Cup, who did you predict to win it? I predicted France to win it. Exactly. Messi is their god. Lamine plus Dembele, or Elise plus Dembele, or Elise plus Lamine. Oh my god. Elise Dembele, probably. I know I've got Yamal. I'm thinking of going for him just to be different. I'm also just going to check out what my mate FPL Tom's doing as well. Let's see what he's up to, shall we?
Tina, you've got Messi and co, and every time it was like, oh, but they've got Messi and other attackers. You couldn't name another attacker that has really excelled. They've had players that have had moments, but I would say for England, Bellingham and Kane have carried us for large parts of this tournament and have been the key two attackers to go for. Gordon now as well, also looking pretty good going forward. Whereas with Argentina, I haven't really been blown away by any of their other attackers. Like McAllister, Enzo. Like they've had games and stuff, but that's about it for me personally.
He's put Jordan Henderson
Golden
in.
Goal is in the chat. Hope you're doing good, my friend. He says, "Talk to me, Tom. What are you thinking?" I am thinking, mate. We stack into the England defense, as you can see, and we also have 2 French defenders in there as well. So yeah, that's where the current plan is. Do I have anything in the bank? I've got 0.3 million in the bank for this one. Like I said, I am at boom or bust point, really. Yeah, we're at boom or bust.
How interesting. Deadline stream reaction streams, exactly. My viewers went up then as well, I noticed. So while I was watching Tom through my stream. You should transfer Martinez out for Rissa. No. I'll tell you what, we could pick Hendo for the vibes, couldn't we? Maybe I don't hate the dead spot. What, and then we just do that? I guess we keep Baena if we do that. I don't need to even get rid of him. And then we just pick another England defender. Just go Consa. I tell you what, that's not horrendous, that team right there. If Baena starts for Spain, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Well, people were literally requesting me to do streamception on my last stream. It's probably because mine was so terrible that they wanted to watch other people through the little screen. Yeah, but Kante's not going to play for France, is he? I'm happy to go for Baena, actually. Just leave him in there if he starts. So we've got triple England defence. Upamecano, Cucurella. Gordon, Dembele, Baena, Bellingham, Elise, Mbappe, Kane, Messi. Or I could go even more rogue. And I could just keep Lamine Yamal in there. Oh, I've already got 5 England players. We go Luka Dean then. This kind of feels right. Don't know. We'll wait for the lineup. We'll wait. We'll wait. We will wait. Spain have won every single World Cup in Euros game that Lamine Yamal has started. Hey, brother. Surely Stones. I don't know if Stones will start. Quite simply. I think James could start at right back with Konsa and Gahey at centre back and O'Reilly on the left. Fair enough, G-Wiz. But, well, actually, Spain haven't lost a game. Have won every game this tournament. Actually, no, they drew a game, didn't they? They drew a game that he didn't start. And they won every game in the last one. I guess France have only lost their World Cup game on penalties, haven't they? The memberships are separate, mate. The memberships are more like just personally supporting us. Saint, of course, pal. But you don't have to join as a member. Yamal versus Elise. Oh. Which one do you rate more? Okay. Not that one, because it's got Doué in it. I think you got to go for this one. I don't think Doué is going to start for France. I'm also not sure if Olmo starts for Spain, but we'll find out in half an hour, 45 minutes. We will find out. Just got to check that in a sec. Do you have any news with Medina? He's not out. It's just a case of whether he starts or not. L'Equipe says Doué starts. Where have you seen that? They've literally tweeted in the last 2 hours to say that Barcola is starting. FPL Cartel link. Yeah, it's in the description, or I'll put it in the chat. Sorry that you've had to Google it. Coming in the chat. No. Love that, Gribble. Gribbles and tribbles. We love that. We try and be positive on the channel, mate. I prefer to go into things with optimism. We'll see how it plays out. We're going to make a video on Elijah Adebayo after this one. Is it worth taking a -3 for Pickford? No. Upamecano or Dean? Dean for me, if he starts. Yeah, Argentina. I think you get at them. You get at Argentina out wide. Yeah, it's wrong. They tweeted in the last 2 hours to say that Barcola is going to play. We find out that Baena starts. Probably Mark. Does it? Interesting on the SEO stuff. You reckon England will win? Yeah. Is it worth taking them? No, I've already answered that. Would you rather see Bristol City win FA Cup? England win the World Cup over City win the F. Ooh. Actually, no. No, I'd probably take the FA Cup for City. I would. Someone asked me promotion versus the World Cup, and I said promotion, 100%. Someone also imagine winning the FA Cup, man. Yeah, you got to win the FA Cup. Don't even know why I doubted it. It's got to be the FA Cup. You know, I follow Bristol City I watch every Bristol City game in a season, which is like 50 games. There have been, 7 games so far this World Cup. Well, O'Reilly's not going to be playing against Messi, though, is he? I think Messi drifts everywhere. I don't think there's a man, there's one man that's going to defend against Messi. I do wonder if England will stick a man on Messi, though, and they'll stick Elliot Anderson on him. That'd be interesting. We'll see just how good Messi still is, One-on-one v Elliot Anderson. Yeah, you've seen your team win a good trophy, though, many times. Is it worth taking a -3 for... I've answered that. Mate, you've got to stop. You're going to be putting a timeout. I've answered the question 3 times, and you're still asking it. What's going on? Yeah, absolutely. If a championship team wins the FA Cup, promote them. Or Due won't start. It's Barcola. Don't even think about that. Best Spain defender with it's Cucurella, the one I've got. I'd say Upamecano for Medina. I quite like Gordon. I think Gordon's fine. I'm really happy with Gordon in my team. Best Argentinian defender that is not Martinez. Oh, I don't think there is one. Probably Romero. Yeah, it is probably Romero. But he's going to get a red card. I could feel Romero red in a bowl job. He is just a bottler, is Romero, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's one big bottler. Any England defenders worth getting over? Well, check out my team. Best keeper to own is probably Pickford because he's the cheapest. No, I'll use Max Cap in the final. No chance the ref gives Argentina a red. No, that's fair. Lamine and cheap attacker or Gordon and Oyarzabal? There's no cheap attackers really, so you probably got to go for the later one. No, my team's not locked. I'm waiting for the lineup. I'm waiting for the lineups. But Boyner is basically as far as I'm concerned, he's a dead spot in my team. Do 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 do. Like the deserts miss the rain. I'm hoping Yamal has a good performance. I'm feeling him. I'm feeling like he does. Yeah, there's a 4 million attacker, but that doesn't mean they're going to play, does it? Why would you pick a dead spot attacker? It doesn't seem logical to me. Dead spot defenders are fine in my opinion, but a dead spot attacker when you've only got 3. Not for me. Munoz, I don't know. Not for me. Who's that? Jose Lopez. Wow. Five SB players. What does that mean? This feels like deja vu, given France v Spain, followed up by Spain v England. Yeah. It's true. What was the France team in Euro 2024? Well, Elise was the difference, wasn't he? That was the French team that lost. The difference was Elise, wasn't it, really? And that was the scouting bonus. I wouldn't bother with scouting bonus, really. You need 5 points to get. I just don't think you're going to get it from many. And I'd actually argue the Spain team's a little bit worse as well. I think Oyarzabal is better than Morata. Nico Williams isn't in it, to be fair. And I also think Kubasi is better than Nacho. And they've got a better right back now as well. Just my thoughts. Yeah, they beat France with Morata up front. To be fair, Morata does do quite a lot of like the dirty work that you want a number 9 to do, right? He just does the extra work to get his teammates into a game. So I don't hate him. He is not a great finisher, though. Step off. Step off. Step off the train. Walking down. So I'm singing it again. Singing it again. That's Olmo nailed on your team because he scored. Fair enough. Lineups will be out in 40 minutes with a bit of luck. Spain v England. The winner keeps Benidorm. I think Spain are entitled to Sticky Vicky if they want her, I reckon. Although Sticky Vicky, she might be English. I'm going with Yamal over Dembele because I just want to take the risk. Why not? Get rid of Porro or Martinez and bring in Dean. Got no other France defenders beside Maignan. I'd probably get rid of Martinez. Wait for the lineup because if Porro doesn't start, that decision's made for you. Selling Upamecano 14. Maybe not. Is the game for third place in the semi-final match week or final? It's in the final match week. It's in the final match week, mate. So there's 2 games in the final as well, which is why it's yeah, well, it's a weird one. I'd rather have more money than 6 transfers. We got 6 transfers and no one gets knocked out. Oh wow, they've said Rodrigo de Paul is expected to be a substitute tomorrow. So that means 5 at the back Argentina. Ba, ba, ba. Step off the train, walking down your street again, past your door, 'cause you don't live there anymore. Saw Who back in the 90s. Sorry, I'm lost. Or is that the song I'm singing? My rank is underneath me, mate. Keep it covered, Seb. I literally don't care. Mate, 606 people are watching this stream. They clearly disagree with you. Messi will destroy my team. Okay. We'll see, mate. I don't think Messi's played a... Have they played a good team yet? Oh, Vicky. Has Messi played a good team yet? Nah. Easy route. We're ready. I'm not scared. He's just Messi. It's only Messi. What's so good about Messi? Let's see who else is live. Let's go and have a look at some other people's deadline streams. Considering someone's told me mine's crap, let's go and watch someone else's through my screen. Johnny's live. Mate.
As a pick, I don't think Biner is a better pick. And if he's, not even playing, if he's not starting today, then obviously that's going to change that. But for a 1.7 million price difference, that is huge, man. That's huge.
Yeah, I'm still thinking of keeping Biner. I don't feel a massive desire to get rid of him. I show speeds live. I like when I type in World Cup fantasy stream, speed comes up. These are all the match preparations. Okay, we'll go back to my team. Messi is a noob. How do you dedicate your life to this? I don't dedicate my life to this, mate. I do this alongside a full-time job, so I'm hardly dedicating my life to it. I don't feel any shame. Mate, the amount of comments I've had of that nature in my lifetime, it doesn't even touch the sides, mate. That's why I've not banned you from the chat. You can keep trying. I'm very well, Harry's Army. Parents' evening. Hope it went okay. One football, the Spain lineup is out. Is it? Is it? Just gonna have a look. Yes, Spain lineup. Baena starts. Spain have released the team. They've actually put the lineup out. Baena starts. Well, I think this could well be my team then in that case. Here is the Spain team for anyone wondering. Ugh. Uyazabal, Baena, Yamal, Olmo, Rodrigo, Fabian Ruiz, Cucurella, Laporte, Kubarsi, Porro, Unai Simon. That's a bloody good team, that, by the way, isn't it? Wow, what a team. But yeah, that's a Spain team. So Baena's in it. I think I've got to go Baena then. I've got to stick with him. I'm going to stick with him. And we're going to go Luca Dean as well. Gecko, I've just showed you the Spain lineup. That's the official one because Spain tweeted out. I know. That's why I've not banned him. It was quite funny. Messi's never played against England or Bristol City. There you go. No France confirmed lineup, yeah? Someone will probably put in the chat when they do, though. Could you check my team? Yes. You in the Discord, pal? Potential transfer, bro. I like that team a lot. I like it. It's a really good team. It's basically the same as mine, but you've got Dembele instead of Yamal. Yeah, great team that as well, mate. I've got nothing to add. It's a great team. I think Baena's got to stay, hasn't he, at 6 million? 6 million starting for Spain. It's hard to get rid of him. I know. I was hoping Baena would be dropped, but because he starts, it's bloody hard to get rid of him now. Money aside, Elise, I still go Elise. Like his stats for France are better. I just guess this World Cup, I don't know, he's more of a creator, isn't he? Like the pass to the assist rather than the assist or the goal, you know? Inter Milan are looking at Jed Spence, apparently. So I was just checking Twitter to see if he had a France lineup. Oh, yeah, the lineup was out already. I guess Spain don't care. I prefer not to share what I do as my full-time job, if that's okay. Money aside, Elise or Dembele? Still saying Elise. Yeah, we just checked the Spain lineup, mate. Baena's in it. Still have 0.5 in the bank. Yeah, you could do Martinez to an England defender. Or a French defender. Or Cucurella. You already got Cucurella. Martinez is the one you could get rid of if you wanted to get rid of someone. Or you could just leave it. That's it, really. Martinez is the only one. Oh, I miss you, yeah. Like the deserts miss the rain. Would you do a -3? No, I wouldn't do that either. Don't think I'd do that. Mate, I've got to make up some ranks somehow. Post your team in the FPL Cartel Discord. I will paste a link in the chat. Just here for the singing, I know, mate. This song is just stuck in my bloody head. Doing my nutting. I do love it, though. It's an absolute banger. It's just stuck in my head. I think Gordon's minutes would be good, mate. I don't see a world in which he doesn't start. And at his price, he's great. Don't really eat McDonald's, mate. Be honest. What did I have last time I went to McDonald's? Last time I went to McDonald's, I was rushing to go and meet some mates. So I had a chicken select and chips because I could eat it while I was walking. I prefer not to share what I do for work, mate. It's that simple. I'd rather not share, if that's all right. You think Spain's going to win? I hope they do. I'd much rather play Spain in the final than France. No, Cucurella's the best defender in the game. We've done a prediction. I think Spain v France goes to penalties. The other game, I don't know. England, Argentina, I think England win in 90 minutes. No. I'm not an undertaker. I might be a marine biologist, but no. Well, I think England win the game, so I'm picking England players. And I've got nothing to lose in my rank, so I'm doing it. It's a good point, actually. If Spain win the World Cup, does Lamine Yamal win the Ballon d'Or, or does Kane win it? If Kane gets to the final, does he win the Ballon d'Or? It's interesting. Yamal out, Dembele in. Maybe. I'm going to keep him, though. Yeah, I'm a full-time Bristol City fan. And I test custard cream biscuits. Burger King or KFC? Neither really. Probably KFC, to be fair. I like the boneless chicken you can get from KFC. Should I still risk it on Marino or get Baena? Risk it on Marino, get Baena. Go on, risk it on Marino. Come on, Yamal. Thank you, Celtic. You are correct. Nothing about the French starting 11 I've seen yet. Let's have another look. L'Equipe. Where are you? Where are L'Equipe? Ooh. Sorry, I'm just looking around for a France lineup. No, I can't see it. I can't see it yet. Pickford or Martinez? Who have I got in my team? France lineup's out, lads. Is it? Oh, excuse me. Is the France team out? I haven't seen it yet. Oh, excuse me. Let's keep looking then. Let's go back to the FIFA app and see if there's a team. This is a nonsense. Come on. No lineup yet on the FIFA website. The Spain lineup's out, but I've not seen the France one. It's just Tyrick saying the France one's out. Is it out? Is it? On what? What's it been released on? It looks like it's out, but it's just not appeared on my Twitter feed. What? Come on. There we go. Mbappe, Barkler, Elise, Dembele, Rabiot, Tchouameni, Luka Dean, Saliba, Upamecano, Koundé, Maignan. Okay. Okay. Looks real. It's been released. Romano's just tweeted it, hasn't he? Spain have released a team, but not the France one. Luka Dean for 5.1 million. Fabrice Hawkins. There we go. Oh, sod off. So annoying. Screen's just being resized. There we go. And drag that one down. There we are. Maignan, Koundé, Upamecano, Saliba, Dean, Tchouameni, Rabiot, Dembele, Elise, Barkler, and Mbappe. That's the France team. Spain team is Simon, Porro, Kubasi, Laporte, Cucurella, Rodri, Rui, Jamal, Olmo, Baena, and Oyarzabal. I think, ladies and gents, that's going to be my team. Triple England defence, double France, Cucurella, Gordon, Jamal, Baena, Bellingham, Elise, Mbappe, Kane, Messi. Let's be having ya. Need to make sure that I do my swaps. Ooh. There we go. Take out O'Reilly. Confirm. Should I pick Risa just in case he starts? No, because I'm going to bloody forget to do my team if I do that again. It's all sorted, isn't it? All done. Mbappe captain has to be. Send your team in the Discord. We'll have a look at that. Hi, Tom. This is how my team is looking. Very demotivating stinker. Well, you keep buying it, mate. I definitely do Hakimi to an England defender like Nico O'Reilly. You could probably keep, you could do Mayuka up to Luca Dean if you do that. Bonu, I think he's got to become Pickford. And that's it. I think you're fine if you do that. Keep Mayuka as a dead spot. I don't think there's an issue with that. There's your team. Think you're done. And I think I'm done too. Riss is the cheapest goalkeeper that's available, mate. I think we're done. Mbappe captain. There we are. Semi-finals begin today. That was 3 hours long, that stream. We got the lineups. We know what the teams are looking like. I've made my transfers. I think we're done. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'm going to go and have some dinner now, put my feet up, and enjoy France v Spain, if that's okay. I wish you all the best of luck. I've got your man on my team over Dembele because I'm chasing rank. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next one.